Okay, it's pretty late at night, 2 a.m. by the looks of things. I waited for the Cyber Monday stuff to roll over. I was thinking of doing this video for the Black Friday stuff, but I got super busy actually buying stuff for Black Friday, unfortunately, and trying to get stuff like that out there, so I missed that. But there's been some pretty good deals. I'm working on some reviews right now for Dell. If I reach behind me, so I have a lot of fresh stuff on my mind. I have the Dell Premium here. This is the Dell Premium 14 Premium. The white model is a beautiful laptop. It's like a spiritual successor to the XPS, I guess. They've changed all their names. This thing is really nice. That's a review sample. That'll be out soon. Same thing, not exactly the same, but same model in black. Also lovely. They're on because I've been playing around with them. Taking a break to do this, and this is mine. This is the Dell Plus 16-inch with a Lunar Lake. I'm working on a review of this as well. I've already done the 14-inch. This is the 16-inch. Some really nice laptops from Dell this year. Honestly, there's some really nice laptops from Dell. So I'm happy I'm getting through them. Anyways, we're going to look at some Cyber Monday stuff. It is just the turnover. So we'll come in here and see what we got. So I just went in here, went on Cyber Monday. They have some other cool stuff going on. We'll go as we're going along, but we'll come down and we'll explore. So that's a $300 laptop right there. A Dell 15 with a 13th Gen 334U. That's going to be pretty good if you're looking for just like a basic business machine. This is upgradable RAM. So just toss in some RAM, not bad. This is like a limited thing here. What's the difference here? Oh, more RAM. $50 for more RAM. RAM's pretty expensive right now, so it's like actually a good deal. It's crazy. Anyways, so here's the Dell Plus. This is a good one here. Let's actually click on that and see what we have in here. That's the 14-inch variant of this. I've already reviewed this, and I used this model, this laptop last year. Yeah, last year for actually like 2 months with the Core Ultra Series 1 from Intel, and I was a really big fan of that laptop. And they revised it. So this is the 16-inch. I've already done this one here, and here it has the Lunar Lake chip, and the Lunar Lake chip is really good. So the Lunar Lake chip is going to offer incredibly good battery life, same as that one there. You're looking at, like, you take your laptop to class. Let's say you have a class 8 in the morning, 8:30 in the morning, and you use your laptop all day. Then you go home, you get some food, and then you go back to like class late because unfortunately you book one of those like 7 p.m. late classes, which sucks, but you did it anyways. And then you get home at like 10 p.m. You're like, man, I'm so tired. And you go to sleep. You wake up in the morning. You're like, oh, I forgot to charge my laptop. And you're like, oh, that's okay. I still have 50% battery. This is this laptop. And I'm not joking. This is actually what this thing is here. You're going to get that kind of battery life. And despite the fact that it is a native like x64 base chip, meaning you don't have like the weird quirks with like the ARM stuff, the Snapdragon. They're fine too, but they're just not the same. And another benefit here is you get a really good iGPU in here. So that means if you're going to be doing things like video editing, video export, or gaming, of course, you're getting a really big benefit out of that. So $500. I mean, what else are you going to buy? Let's come in here. I just want to see how much that is. I mean, that's $800 too. It's not the hot deal, but this one here, you get 32 gigabytes of RAM because it's actually on the chip. So you get 32 gigabytes of RAM. You get a storage upgrade. You get the better, even more powerful iGPU, the 140V, which is a really good iGPU. I mean, in my opinion, not my opinion, it's right. Right now, it's the best iGPU for video editing. It just is. That or the 140T, they're just better. AMD's good too, but the Intel has the edge when it comes to video editing right now. So you can do some serious video editing on this. And then also you can do stuff like serious gaming as well, of course. Like I'm not talking, like indie games. You're playing AAA titles just at, lower settings. And it works. 14-inch, and you get a 2.5K, so it's not a low resolution screen, and good colors. I've already reviewed this laptop and I liked it. Watch my review and then buy it. That's a good price. $800 for that is a good price. It's $450 off. And then there's like the hot deal for $300. I mean, it's tough. If you don't need the RAM and the extra GPU, that's a good price. Let's see what else we got here. I like that one. Dell 16. That's a Pro. I want to see if they have the 16-inch Plus. Here it is. So we're going to come back up here for a sec. This is the 16-inch version, which is literally this laptop right here. Oh, that's a good price. Okay, so it is a good price. So they have dropped it for this right here. Yeah, they put it down to $850. So $450 off. And this is this exact config here. So you get the 258V, and you also get the 30 gigabytes of RAM by default. That's a really good price, actually. This is a gaming laptop at this point, to be honest. It really is. Again, you're not beating out like an RTX 5060 or 5070, but you can play AAA titles and with good settings. My Lunar Lake handheld, which was the 1X Player X1 Air that I did a full review of recently, it uses the same chip, and it's very good. It's beating out, it's matching the best from, the other guys who do other handhelds. So just be aware of that. And again, crazy good battery and a couple different screen options here. They have a mini LED? Okay, hold on one second. So there's this one here, which is that laptop there. It's very good. This is going to go up by like $800 or something. What the hell? Oh, I might actually buy this. I didn't even know they sold it with mini LED. Okay, hold on. All right, I need to save this page. I'm actually going to buy this. Okay, so we'll save this for later. It has a mini LED. Mini LED is going to add like absolute black, $1,000. Like that seems like a lot, but this is really good CPU, good specs, 90 hertz refresh rate, mini LED screen, Thunderbolt 4, crazy good battery life, 32 gigabytes of RAM, and you get there's like an extra cash back. There it is. There's a cashback, Dell cashback, 9%. So it's basically 10% off, called that. And then you can use the Dell rewards to buy more stuff. And I do this all the time. Like I'm actually saving my Dell rewards right now to buy it's a really nice screen. It's a 40-inch ultra wide with a lot of height, 120. It's a professional screen. I'm waiting to buy that. Okay, here's the Alienware stuff. This is where I wanted to come to the Alienware stuff. So now the Alienware 16 Aurora is a very good laptop. Let's actually click on it. I want to see what we have for specs here, because there's a few different there. So we have the Aurora Non-X, which is a good laptop. I reviewed, I believe, this exact spec. 240H, which is a refreshed 13th gen, but it's got tons of power. It's not going to give you the battery life of something like the Lunar Lake, but still pretty good. And they've refreshed it a little bit, and it has a ton of power. Like the CPU has a ton of power. So if you're doing video editing, if you're doing code compile, that kind of stuff, it's a beast. Actually, I have a CPU, and there's the higher option, but this it'll probably go up a fair bit. It's a big GPU jump though. So yeah, I mean this is a good price. $850, $350 off. You're looking at a very reasonable price to buy in. You got a 5050, which is a 8 gigabyte GPU. My primary laptop is not here. It's in the other room, and it has a 5050 by choice, because there is a jump to a 5060, but you're looking at what, 15%, maybe 20 at most. But it's 8 gigabytes of VRAM, and it's more efficient, honestly. So it can be beneficial. That with the 5060 is actually a good price, like legitimately. Yeah, that's a good price there. So the 5050 or 5060 are both good. It's your choice. I can't even pick one. They're both good. I would personally probably get the 5060 because it's $150. You're looking at 15% more money, not even 50% more money, like approximately 50% cheaper to get the 5050, but you're losing more than 15% performance. But if it's not going to be for heavy gaming, if it's for some engineering type stuff, student, that kind of stuff, both are fine. Video editing on the 5050 is fast. I do it all the time. That's a good price. I'm happy I saw that. The Aurora X is normally in the same spot. Now this is a big jump. You get the 255HX, which is a very powerful CPU, but not only is it a very powerful CPU, it also is very efficient and it parks well. So you actually get good battery life out of it. $50 more for the CPU. It's not the biggest deal. They're both very good. You get a few more efficiency cores. Either is fine, honestly. What's the 5070 here? It's going to step everything up. Yeah, I would say the 5060 is the better price right now. Yeah, this model here, the kind of the base model is where it's at, I would say. The Alienware desktop, I mean, that's also pretty good. Now, here's the thing with the Alienware desktops. I just finished my review of the Alienware Aurora gaming desktop. I did the 265 with the 5070. I just got a really good price, and I was actually very happy with the thing. The only negative with the Alienware stuff is the motherboards they're proprietary. They're not like a standard one, but they have really good warranties, and I can attest to Dell having good warranties and good customer service, actually legitimately. So if something goes wrong, you just get them to fix it. Like, why would you fix it yourself? And this is good. Like, this is a 265F. You can upgrade it. You can put in 265K, 285K, but you don't need it. This is a very good CPU. People always are like, Intel is bad. It's not. I use a 265K myself in my primary rig. And unless you're gaming at 1080p in esports, you will not care. You will notice pretty much no difference. And it's a beast when it comes to like professional stuff. This is a fast CPU. And then you have the 5070 Ti. If you're doing professional work, 5070 Ti has dual NVIDIA encoders. It will rip video editing like crazy fast. Engineering kind of stuff too. Of course, gaming, it's very fast. 16 GB RAM is enough because you have the better GPU. You can add more later though. It's not that hard. And 1550, you probably could not build this system right now at this price. We'll put it that way. Prices are going up. RAM is really high. GPUs are going up very soon. Honestly, in the new year, GPUs are going to go. The other cool thing about these is they put on like a crazy powerful power supply. It's like they're just like, just put in the most powerful one. Like it doesn't need 1,000 watts, but they do it anyways, which is sick because, you know, in 2 years, your CPU is going to be like fine. I mean, so is the GPU, honestly. But maybe you buy a more powerful GPU like the RTX 6080 or something, and it requires a higher power supply. It'll be fine. So that's that. But there's lots of options in here. What's the difference here? I don't even know. K. Not really worth it, I would say. 285, whatever. Looking at the GPUs here. 5080 for $200. Nah. The RAM is worth it. Legitimately, the RAM is worth it because RAM is very expensive. That $100 increase in RAM is worth $200 of street value right now. So consider, I mean, that is also very expensive. RAM is really expensive right now. It's really bad, the pricing of RAM. So, I mean, it has XMP RAM. Interesting. Yeah, you could get the higher RAM if you need it for a workstation. It's actually a reasonable upgrade, to be honest. But yeah, the base is probably fine for some people. But if you are worried about it in the future, just be aware RAM is very expensive right now. Like scary expensive. Okay, now here's the Dell Premiums, and there's a couple here. Let's look at this. Something's going on here with this one for sure. Now the Dell Premium is this one here, or are this one here? Are these ones here? These are the Dell Premium. They're basic. They are XPS. They're refreshed XPS. These are super premium laptops. These are not like, you know, you're not buying this and being like, well, I need to get something that's the cheapest possible option, and I don't really care if it's like not premium. This is like, no, I want the best. Like I want the nicest laptop. Like these are like super nice. I don't cover as much Dell as I'd like to. Because I actually use Dell a lot, and I actually just like use them. I did a review of the 5680, 5690, 5680, and it's such a nice laptop. I loved it. I actually used it for like several months, and it's super premium. It was a slightly bigger than this. It was basically this in 16-inch, essentially. And these things are so premium. Like they don't cut corners on these things. They're such nice laptops. They're super premium. This is like if you get a MacBook user, and MacBook users like the elite, they're like, I will never buy a Windows machine because they're not nice. Like, take this laptop and hand it to them, and they'll be like, uh-oh, what have I said? What have I done? Anyways, I'm just rambling now. These are very nice laptops. I'm finishing my review. It's not done yet, but I've been messing with them for like a while now, and they are very nice laptops. $1,000 for that may seem crazy, but we're talking super premium, and it has the 255H CPU, which is the GOAT. It's my favorite CPU in a very long time. I've been using that as my true primary machine right now has that, and I've been using it for 6 months. I've kind of like retired it because I want to move on to the next laptop, and it's such a good CPU. Loads of power, super efficient, and has a really good iGPU, 140 Ti iGPU, which you can use for gaming, or it's very fast in video editing. It's awesome. Different RAM options. Now it is soldered, so you have to pick 16 gigabytes if you want to buy in for like a nice, good battery life, good power machine, and you're not going to be gaming. It's decent. If you're going to be doing gaming, you might want to buy up. $200 more for more RAM. It seems expensive, but just we're in the RAM apocalypse. I'm sorry. Like I'm going to say this a few times. RAM is so expensive right now. It's actually depressing. So I mean, paying $200 for the extra RAM, it seems stupid, but it's actually not bad. This is not 2024. I'm sorry, it's 2020, it's almost 2026, and we're going to be at the point where 32 gigabytes of RAM is $500. Now here is a couple spots. I actually have this monitor. I'm using it. I have these monitor because I have two of them side by side, and it's a really nice monitor. I was told to buy it actually by someone in the community. I saw it on like a good price, and they were like, buy it. And I need 4K because I just like 4K. You need for testing, and you get 4K. I have this one on the left here, and you get 4K 120 hertz refresh is really nice, and even though it's not meant for gaming, therefore I can game on it because 120 hertz has excellent colors as well. So you get 120 hertz refresh rate, 4K, good brightness, excellent colors. It's just generally a good monitor. Like there's people like me who it's like, yeah, I want the professional side of it, I want the gaming side of it, all of it in one monitor, and I don't want to pay for like a gaming monitor because it does the same thing anyways. And this is what I bought. This one just has USB-C. I don't have it, but you can use USB-C. So if you use like a MacBook, this is nice because you can just bloop and you can plug it into your MacBook and it will actually be pretty nice. This is a really nice monitor. I like it a lot. So that's a really good pick right there. I paid the same and I'm quite happy with that. I bought 2 of them and I regret nothing. Okay, so that's it. These there are some nice Alienware sales, specifically the Aurora laptops, not the Area 51. So the Aurora stuff seems to be where the sales are. Dell's obviously focusing on that. So the Aurora 16-inch ones are on a pretty good price, honestly, especially the lower SKU. It's actually a good price. And then the desktop with the 5070 Ti is a good price as well. That's solid. And I've reviewed the other one. It's good. And I'm seeing more like professional and student laptops here. So I mean, if you're looking for like a student laptop, specifically like the Dell Plus lineup where you want extra battery life, there's some good sales here as well. So these are probably where I'm looking at. There's a few gaming sales here, specifically on the Aurora one, which looks good. There's a bunch that looks good. And then there's the Dell options here. I'm looking at this mini LED. So I'll check out afterwards because I do really want to review this mini LED one.